Together, we can rule the galaxy far and south.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and
Trent Hoffman.
And you're listening to Big T and
Little T.
A Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 97. Today, we're going to be talking to Katie Webb about her fundraiser to develop a Jedi Temple in Houston. Welcome to the show, Katie.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure having you. And
Yes.
It's also a pleasure having my little buddy,
Trent.
How are you?
Good.
Good. All right. Awesome. You've been in spring break.
Yes.
That's been fun, right?
Yes.
No-
I wish I last forever, like summer break.
Wow, but it's only like a week. That's why it's spring break. Yes, I know.
We've done so much. I feel like I can't get any rest.
All right. You need a day of rest.
Yes.
Yeah. So we went to the Field Museum
Yes.
and we saw dinosaurs.
Yeah. It was like basically like dead animals, but they're like
Oh,
Like-
they are the part of the Field Museum is we didn't just see dead animals. They are, what would you call them? Taxidermy. You know, like they're like real, but you know, they're dead. But it was still cool seeing all the birds,
How neat.
all the different species. There was
Yeah.
like a ton of species.
the brontosaurus. That was
There's like some dinosaur in the lobby in Chicago, and it's like huge. It's like
it's
ginormous.
It's like basically like a dinosaur.
The femur bone was like 6 feet tall.
What's the femur bone?
The one that you stood by and you're just like, it was that big. It was like his
Yeah.
leg bone.
Oh, it's 6 foot.
Yeah, it was tall. It was a very tall dinosaur. And then you could like walk underneath the rib cage, like underneath them, and
Yeah.
you felt very small.
I felt like I was like my normal size, but I felt like a dinosaur could come out this.
Well, and like the head, like you could see it because like Chicago Museum is or the Field Museum is like 3 floors. And so the main floor is where the dinosaur was at. And the head, you could see like on the second floor. You're on the second floor, you're like eye level with the dinosaur.
Yes, eye level.
It's crazy.
That
was fun.
Yes, but there was a big like pterodactyl
It was a
thing.
big old pterodactyl. Lots of creatures at the Field Museum.
Yes.
So.
The one of the funniest things is the kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Yeah. Well, yeah. We won't talk about.
I know, but there was what's it called? There was called the.
Oh, there was a bird called a booby. Yes.
Why was it called the movie?
I don't know. That's what they called it.
I don't know.
We don't know either. He's like, what is this bird called? I said, it's a booby. And he's like, that's what it was. But
What the
there's many
heck?
different birds besides the booby bird. There's other kind of birds.
Ostriches. There's,
Yep. Yeah.
There's monkeys. There's.
Well, that's not a bird. That's a monkey.
I know, but I just say there's different stuff.
Yes,
like
there's
monkeys.
there's all kinds of different stuff. So you get to go and see all these different animals, which is great.
It was just.
That's fun. Katie, have you seen Moon Knight?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just keep it spoiler free and say it was amazing.
Yes, but one of the parts was
Scary. Yeah. You might have to cover your eyes, Katie. You might have to cover your eyes.
Uh-oh.
But it was just so. It was weird. My body, like what
Your body?
like when you had to cover my eyes.
Uh-huh.
I was scared. My body was calm, but my brain was like, "What the heck?"
What the heck is going on? Yeah. So we had,
I
yeah.
was- I
There's
was
a little
scared.
scary parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
it's-
to adulthood.
TV 14. So you might have to bring a blankie and just cover your eyes. Just a little bit.
I usually always bring a blankie,
Yeah.
not just the
Not just to cover your eyes.
just to be comfortable and just.
Everyone should bring a blankie wherever they go. That's right.
Yes.
All right. How about we move on to our main topic?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's start with a very hard question here. Katie, how did you get into Star Wars?
Yes.
Alrighty. So my journey began in 1997.
Okay.
The trilogy was re-released in theaters. My dad took my entire family to go see it, which is odd because he is a Star Trek fan.
Oh.
Over the course of that weekend, I fell in love with all of it. I remember crying when Obi-Wan died, sobbing when Han Solo got carbonized, and I adored those little Ewoks. It was a big deal to get it on VHS, and I demanded as many action figures as I could get.
Yes.
My dad based it around if I behaved okay at school. I wasn't diagnosed with autism till later in life, so I didn't get as many as I wanted. I was at the perfect age for that boy-girl bands at the time, so one hobby was exchanged for another. I remember seeing the first 2 prequel movies, but I had lost interest entirely by the time the third came out.
Sure.
I got involved with a lot of music and literary fandoms. Fast forward to a year and a half ago, my ex broke up our relationship. I was completely blindsided and devastated. I think I was looking for something to get involved with to be able to deal with my pain.
Sure.
Star Wars welcomed me back with open arms. I'd been watching everything in order and just falling in love with it all in a deeper way than I ever did as a kid.
Yeah.
I credit the sequels as well. Despite what people say about them, it brought back a lot of people who had been away from it for a while and people that wouldn't normally be in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, I think what the cool thing about Star Wars is very generational, right? So that's obviously like how we can, well, you had no choice, but you kind of did. I mean, it's very generational. So
Can
like,
I tell her my story how I got in?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it was in 2015.
2015, yeah.
When I think Dad actually introduced me. I had no choice. I just watched it.
Yeah, no choice. I think you were watching Star Wars when you were a baby too. It's like, hey, let's watch Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, so no, I think that's one of the cool things about Star Wars that's very unique about a movie franchise as well as like in pop culture, because Star Wars is constantly doing new products and doing new shows. There's other ways to get people involved.
Yes.
Right.
Like I started young.
Yeah.
But then Dad introduced me to video games and I played like every single thing.
Well, we're talking about Star Wars, but not video games.
But there is Star Wars video games I play.
Yes. Oh, and we're excited. What are we excited about?
Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars is coming out next week, Katie. Are you a gamer?
Not as much, but fun fact, I used to have the Super Nintendo Star Wars.
Yes.
That has like so many.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo was a good one.
Yeah,
Lego Star Wars, I don't know. You might have to go to a friend's house or maybe just pick up a console because Lego Star Wars is going to be awesome. Yes. We're excited for that.
I actually have my own console.
Yeah.
The Oculus.
Oh, the Oculus, yeah. But how many do you know how many characters in Lego Star Wars?
No.
Over 300 characters. That's a lot of minifigs. That's a lot of minifigs.
That's like too much.
So tell me a little bit, Katie, about your transition from getting into the movies as in the special editions to writing fan fiction. What's that about?
I don't think anybody wakes up one day and decides they're going to write a trilogy. I've been writing fan fiction since I was 12. I've written fan fiction for Lord of the Rings, Sherlock Holmes, and even musical artists such as the Smiths. I feel like being a fan of Lord of the Rings kind of helped me prepare for writing about such a large, complex story like Star Wars. My only fear at the time was just trying to make it interesting and unique for everyone reading it.
Right.
I spent a lot of time in my first part of the series, Sins of the Father, that's called Saxifraga. I was researching through Wikipedia and other sites looking up food, drinks, legend stories, canon versus non-canon. I spent a lot of time looking up clothing in the ships, especially the interior of the ships. I am still upset there is no interior designs for Jade Shadow, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I knew while making it, I knew I was going to write eventually a modern-day Jedi story set in today's time. I came upon a story on Archive of Our Own, which is a big hub for a lot of fan fiction, called Earth, A Rendezvous with Destiny by Were the Desperate Measures. It basically is a story about the Sith invading Earth in 1967. The first time I read it, I thought it was the most stupid thing I ever read. Then I read it again, and I actually realized it was extremely clever. I've been thinking about doing a story of some sort involving the Earth family tree of Ben Solo and Rey. I knew I was going to have some of their family and a few other Jedi come there as kind of a one-way ticket. They knew going on this that they would never see any of the other planets again. Basically a well-packed escape pod, and they are on their own. The presentation will go into further detail about how that all came about, but I promise it is more exciting than I am describing it.
No, it's cool. So is it the research that you like, or just like you like just dabbling in an already established universe that makes it exciting for you to kind of come up with these ideas for stories?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
But I'm learning a lot of history. I've been doing a lot of research about the Native Americans that lived in Houston, Texas, and which have a big role to play in the first part of my story. And yeah, just learning about that, and just like, Texas history. I mean, coming into it, I really didn't have much of an idea about Texas history. So learning a lot as I go along.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
But what's cool with the characters is that there's, of course, so many. So there's just so many different ways I can take it. So
yeah, there's just so many characters that you can kind of go down a rabbit hole with each one, because I think that's what's interesting about with like the toys and the action figures and stuff like that. Like each one is so unique that you can like make up your own stories.
Yes, that's what I do. Like, I actually.
Are we doing show and tell again?
No, I actually have one of these with their the 3-inch.
3 3/4.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little transport from Mandalorian for our podcast viewing.
But I have another one.
Yeah. You have a bigger one.
Yes.
And you like to drive around and.
Chewbacca. I actually add Chewbacca just to fling out like Startroopers out of the ship.
Okay. Yeah, well, he could do that. He could do that. But yeah, there's just so many characters in Star Wars that you could literally, dive deep in one, or like you said, have these kind of interactions that are not, not in the movies, which I think is so cool about writing fanfics. So that's awesome. Are you still currently working on that piece, or what are you working on right now?
I'm working on the research end of it mainly.
Okay.
I'm looking into getting some more consultation about it from other people to kind of just make sure that, everything is, represents everyone well.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this fundraiser. What is going on here? Tell me about this Jedi Temple. What's happening here?
Wait, is it actually?
Well, let her describe, and we can find out. Okay.
Sorry.
I am looking to raise money to create the first freebie Jedi Temple. I want to be able to tour it to different conventions and act as if I am the official tour guide of the temple. I want to be able to walk through different rooms and tell you about the history, like as if I would be walking through Westminster Abbey or the White House. There will be 26 different rooms, each design is a real place. Some of them I figured out already, some I haven't. Still work a little bit in progress there.
Gotcha. So is it like you want it to be a physical building?
Yeah, like where you can actually use.
No, not physical. Just in the.
You're not gonna build it like on Coruscant or something?
But my question is, are you gonna actually have like lightsabers to actually train the fight and stuff?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, the tour is set in the modern day.
And,
we in my canon here, we did not make contact with the other planets till about 2005. So yes, there would be lightsabers eventually down the pike.
Gotcha.
I would say
right now.
So what is your dream here? Talk me through this vision.
Basically just going in, sharing. I'm sorry. Can you ask me that again?
Yeah, no. What's your ultimate dream here? Like, what would you like to see with this if it came into fruition? What would that look like for you?
Going to different conventions, it's definitely my main goal. and just showing this to as many people as I can. And I want to be able to eventually have merch for this.
Yes.
Because everybody loves merch.
You need merch,
Yeah.
right? Everyone needs
Yeah.
a fresh T-shirt, right, man?
Or fresh hoodie.
right, yeah, exactly.
Merch, I definitely want to be able to put out my stories as well that are tied into Temple.
Yeah. So I'm hearing that you want to be like Jocasta Nu, where you're like the librarian. You're like, hey, this is what the Jedi Temple is. These are like historical things in
Our
the
library
temple.
is called
These
Jocasta.
are things that you should know that are part of the Jedi lore and that kind of thing. And again, throwing a fresh hoodie or T-shirt in there,
Yeah, T-shirt guns,
Right.
Just like flinging people's faces, like
It'll be like a lightsaber gun or something.
like here you go.
Yeah.
Like the touch is so amazing. If you just like strike it at somebody and flies it up.
No, like when you strike it, like automatically
It
goes
needs to be
on
my-
your chest. It's like, no, that's good. So I kind of like, so it's kind of like almost a virtual tour of the Jedi Temple.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Gotcha.
It's virtual reality.
Well, no, like just like think of it as like you're learning, like you're going back in time and learning about.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Just like when we went to museum, like you would kind of go to museum and be like, okay, this is what a dinosaur looked like, and this is where it would like this. I mean, there could be video, but let's just get to the brass tacks of just trying to get it, stories and content and stuff like built out. That's cool, super cool. I was hoping for a huge building in Texas, but that's okay. That is okay. It's fine.
And maybe in the future.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Get enough of us together, maybe we can make one.
That's right. So maybe can you talk to a little bit like where did this idea come from? Is it just like a combination of your fanfic and like building stories and then just liking the Star Wars universe? Tell me a little bit about that. Like where did this kind of happen?
Yeah.
It kind of came from a couple different places. It came from the fan fiction that sort of inspired it. It came from just my sort of set ideas about how I wanted the lineage to go and kind of have a place for the modern day lineage to sort of branch off into the rest of the stories I want to make.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
All right. So where can people find information about this if they want to be interested in helping fund this project?
Sure. Free places people can check out. I am on Facebook as Houston Jedi Temple. I'm on Twitter as Jedi Temple _Houston. Lastly, I am on Instagram as Houston Temple 1660. I have the links to my GoFundMe posted so people can check that out.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay. So I think since we're talking about Jedi Temple stuff, we got to talk about Jedis and Sith for just a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. So, Katie, what is your favorite lightsaber?
Count Dooku.
Ooh, she likes the curved hilts.
I got a lot, so.
So what is it about Count? What is it about Count
Dooku's I love the
lightsaber
story
like?
about how his direct descendant was Charlemagne, and he had his lightsaber created very similarly to Charlemagne's sword. And also, Sir Christopher Lee was an amazing swordsman. I am pretty sure he put everyone to shame when it came to lightsaber skills. I was really upset to find his out later. His parts in the films are kind of small, though Clone Wars makes up for that.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, Trent.
Yes.
What is your favorite lightsaber?
I got a lot.
Well, can you narrow it down to like 2?
I could probably do it to 30.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
My first one is what's the first lightsaber of the Darksaber?
Darksaber?
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Like from the Mandalorian.
Yes, that's a cool one.
I love the story how like he was a Jedi turned into a Mando.
Yep.
And he made his own sword.
Yes.
And
It
whoever
looks
has
great.
it, yes. Whoever has it just beats the like ruler of
Mandalore.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
What's your second one?
My second one is who's the guy in that? He has like that. What's his name? It's from a video game that
you
in
got
my Oculus.
who's the guy with the okay, so on the Oculus there's this Vader Immortal.
Yes.
Gosh, what is that guy's name? I don't know. It's a weird kind of ancient lightsaber, and it's got these kind of almost like a wing kind of thing.
Wait, where do you have your book?
I don't have my book. That's okay. But
wait, I think I know what the name is. Let me think for a second.
Well, all right. Well,
Dark-
it's a very cool ancient looking weapon where like the actual kyber crystal is exposed, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of a really cool design.
Yes.
It'd be cool to see at the Jedi Temple. You know what I'm saying?
I think his name is Corvax.
Corvax.
Lord Corvax.
Oh, see, it was way in the membranes of that brain of yours.
Yeah,
Very
my
good.
Intellect.
All right, what's your third?
My favorite. It's not Darth Maul's blade. It's like it's double sided. It has.
Oh, you just like a double-sided lightsaber?
Yeah, it's the reason I like that is because if you have a single, it's much harder. But if you have a double on one,
Yeah.
you can just use the force and make it like.
Yeah. Pull it out. Boom, boom, boom.
You can't pull that out, but I like mine just stuck together.
Oh, you want a big old lightsaber staff?
Yeah, so I could just probably. But like, do you know how Darth Maul like does it on one side and the other? You could switch it.
Yeah.
Mine would just be like a long staff, but.
Oh wow. So you're making one up.
Yeah, mine's gonna be. But mine's
That's
gonna
okay.
be orange.
Yeah.
Just orange.
Oh, orange. Okay.
That I had to ask you something. What's your favorite one?
Oh, thank you. I would have to go with Darth Vader's lightsaber. Not the Anakin lightsaber, but the Darth Vader one, the one that's like kind of black, and I don't know. I just like that design. Super cool looking. Yeah, that's my favorite. It's classic. So there you have it. Okay. Katie, do you have a favorite Jedi or Sith, like, or both?
Oh, I have both.
Okay, go ahead.
Alrighty. My favorite Jedi is Ben Solo. Now, some of you are going to say, why Ben Solo when he was Kylo Ren 99% of the film and 1% a good guy?
Right.
Seeing his redemption is worth going through the entire series as him trying to be Kylo Ren.
Okay.
Ultimately, he couldn't be a true Sith because he really did have a lot of heart. He loved Rey more than he loved the idea of killing Jedi. He goes from having a very Sith-like craving of her to becoming very vulnerable for her, which is why I'm still deeply upset with the ending of Rise of Skywalker.
Tell me about it, sister.
It was written completely wrong, and I think that was a motivator in me creating my own stories of his character.
Sure. Awesome. Okay, so Ben Solo is your favorite. Okay, do you have a Sith that?
Yes. My favorite Sith is Ventress.
Ventress. Oh.
She has a
she's in Clone Wars, and she has the bald head, and she's got the painting, she's got white makeup kind of type thing. Well, white skin. I remember Ventress. You remember Ventress?
I don't.
Okay, well.
But wait, is she? Oh, there she is.
Yeah. That's a very scary version of her, but that's Ventress.
but she's like dashing to you and just like.
Yeah, so she was part of like with Count Dooku, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, she has like that, like her blades. Too.
Her blades are very similar to Count Dooku. I don't think she has a curved hilt, does she?
Wait, yeah. She kind of has like a little curve.
A little curve. It's not as formed as Count Dooku's. Those are great. So why do you like Ventress so much?
She has a rich backstory. You can understand where her anger at people comes from. She's basically hated by both Jedi and Sith. She's a Night Sister. She's really strong, but she's like really lost trying to find her place. I would love if they did more about her. Strong female characters are always needed in Star Wars, regardless of what side they're on.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I think she's a very strong character, and I like. Especially later, especially with Ahsoka and Ventress, that's some really good stuff right there.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
I love that arc. I'm thinking of the book.
Oh no, it's so sad.
The Quinlan Voss Asia book is one of my favorite books. It's so good.
Yeah.
I wish part of me wishes I saw that on the Clone Wars episode, but I really felt like you could really flesh that out a lot in the book, which I really, really did enjoy.
I just want to
Okay, you're checking something out. Okay.
Oh,
So, all right. So, Trent,
yes.
you're coming back here. All right.
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite Jedi?
I actually got two.
Okay.
Mine has to be Luke. He has like
Yeah,
he has,
Luke is one of your favorites. Yeah.
he has a great backstory. He has like he started as like a milk farmer. He was like a
Moisture farmer.
moisture farmer.
Yeah.
He
He liked bantha milk, but
bantha
yeah,
milk.
right.
He didn't came from a very good place. He was like he had really nothing, but then later on he had
He understood like he
Yes.
had a big old part in the galaxy. Yes. Very cool. What's your second?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. He's a
We
good
like our Obi-Wan.
Yes, he's a good master. He's
He's funny.
he is, and
He was mine when I was your age.
Yes. Yeah. Obi-Wan is good. Yeah. We're excited for. Man, how can you not be excited for Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah, I'm legit excited.
Yeah. It's
Like-
gonna be off the hook.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
What?
They moved it to like 2 days, but we get 2 episodes.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay, good. Woo.
My two.
What you got a Sith in there that you like?
Two Siths.
Okay.
But I had to go with Darth Vader. I have to.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's one of my favorite Siths.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think who else is Sith. We saw.
Well, you got Maul, Dooku, Asia. Grievous is not really Sith. He's just.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's just a robot dude that likes lightsabers. You got the biggest Sith of them all, Emperor Palpatine. There's a bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, with the Sith, there's not a lot on screen that you can pull off. There's a lot behind the scenes, you know.
I'm just trying to think. I really don't know.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now you're looking around like, trying to think of other ones that are technically on screen that you can see. I mean, like Darth Bane and like all the other stuff is like really behind the scenes.
I could probably go with.
I mean, Maul. You can't go wrong with Maul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would probably go with what's his name?
I don't know.
So I would probably have to go with Count Dooku.
Okay. Wow.
Count Dooku.
Went it all the way around.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I love how he's just like so evil.
Yes. He's the one thing that's interesting about Count Dooku is like he tells the truth. Like he seriously tells the truth. Like he's like, hey man, Jedi are not doing good. There's this evil guy that is actually helping set up this whole thing. And he just lays it out, and everybody's like, that is ridiculous. That can't be true. And it was. It was always true. I just kind of like how he does, like, he pretty much just cuts right down to brass tacks. Like, this is what's going on.
Yeah, I love how he's just like spoils, like he doesn't care about Sidious. He doesn't really care.
Well,
he kind of does.
Well, he does, but I think the one thing that he didn't realize until the very, very end, right before he got his head cut off, is that he didn't realize that Palpatine and the Emperor were the same.
What?
He always thought Darth Sidious was one and the other, but remember when he's like, do it. Remember? Yeah. He's like, do it. I think at that point he's like, oh, I just got played. Because he really thought he was the chosen one. Does that make sense? Like he thought he was gonna help.
He didn't realize he was a pawn.
Yeah, he just realized, like, at that moment, he's like, oh, it wasn't me. It was Anakin the whole time. And I was just there. He was just there as another one of Emperor's puppets. Really.
Yeah, it's like basically like,
yeah, Emperor's got the long game. He played everybody.
He foresaw everything. So.
Yes. Yeah.
He changed time and space.
Yeah, that's what makes him so evil. So
yeah, I just love how he just gets like he tells the truth kind of.
Yep, he does. Yeah, and And he's a count. He's like got royalty to him, so he's cool.
Yeah, he's like, do this or else I'll do
I like
that.
I just like how he's very stoic. He's very stoic and regal. So
Like, but I love how they like did him in the movie. I love everything a little.
Yep.
Saying about it.
Yep.
Well, Sir Christopher Lee was an amazing actor, and
yes.
and yeah, and there's all the stories you've ever heard about him are true because
no, he really brought a little gravitas, just like how Sir Alec Guinness brought some gravitas to like Obi-Wan. I feel like Christopher Lee definitely brought that to Dooku. So for me, it's Qui-Gon Jinn, hands down, favorite Jedi. I just love that he thought the council was a little stuffy, and he's like, I just want to be out there learning about the Force. And he's the Jedi that cracked the code to kind of continue his Jedi spirit. We always thought like, oh, Jedi spirits are.
I can hear this with the mic now.
Okay, good.
A lot more better.
Good. He knew how to crack the code, or he did crack the code, and was able to share that knowledge with others after his death. And I think that's amazing. And I really, really want him in Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Wait,
Just-
who?
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we all
want-
do, I think.
I think.
I just want Qui-Gon to show up as a
Wait.
Force ghost, and I'd be like, I might have a heart attack. I might just have a heart attack. I'm just like, oh.
Then I would probably.
Then I will visit you in Jedi Force Ghost. Hello.
I would probably get Mom, call 911, and he said my dad is.
My dad just saw Qui-Gon Jinn as a Force Ghost in Obi-Wan. He had a heart attack.
They'll probably.
Yeah.
Kid,
It's
just hanging out.
just hanging out. Okay. Favorite. All right. Last question here. Favorite lightsaber battle. Katie, do you have a favorite one?
Yes.
That's a tough one.
I have two.
Okay,
I
go
have
ahead.
three actually.
Okay. Oh, she's changing the rules too. Okay, 3. There we go.
Yeah, three's a magic number.
Right.
Luke with Vader and the Emperor.
Uh-huh.
Second would be Kenobi and Anakin and Mustafar.
Yes.
And third, I would say the killing of Snoke.
The killing of Snoke. Oh,
That
is a
that
good
lightsaber
one.
battle was really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best. I mean, it just looks so good. The red and the gold and the everything about it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Okay, those are 3 great choices. I put a stamp of approval on those. Okay, what about you, Trent?
I would probably do Anakin, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul. That's awesome. It's just like
Anakin wasn't there. You mean Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Darth Maul.
Yes.
That's classic. I mean, dual fates. You can't beat dual fates.
Yes.
Yeah.
My other one is Anakin and Obi-Wan. That was a good one.
Oof. See, that's mine too. Mustafar, Anakin, Obi-Wan is.
Yeah, but why? I want to see actually when he gets burnt, dude. Come on.
No.
I'm gonna.
My other one.
Wait,
So
I have one more.
Oh my gosh.
I think mine is where Luke. I mean, like Han gets frozen carbonite, then Luke actually fights his father. That was the the first.
That's a good one.
Yes,
that's a good one.
That was
I'm going cartoons. I'm going Rebels, and I'm going Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan. That one is so.
Oh yeah.
It's very samurai. It's just like 1, 2 done, and I just love that Maul came with the same move he did to Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace, and it's like totally different. I don't know.
What do you mean it's so samurai?
Because Obi-Wan only does like 2 moves, and Darth Maul's dead. For real this time.
Like
That's
he
true.
blocks, but he just like stabs him right in the heart. Like
Literally, if you watch it, it's the same move he comes at him with, or the same move he does to Qui-Gon, but Obi-Wan's ready for it. And
that's what you call revenge.
Obi-Wan's smart at this point. He's like, okay, I learned. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question here, Katie. So, what has you excited for Star Wars in the future? What are some things that got you jazzed up?
Obviously Kenobi.
Obviously.
Kenobi.
That's the correct answer.
Jazzed up, hopefully to get some more Star Wars Build-A-Bears, because I've been working on
do you
my
have a little
collection of
collection?
those. I
You
have.
have a little collection?
Oh yeah, I do. I have at least 8 or so now.
How many do you have?
8.
Oh, 8
I
Build-A-Bears.
actually.
You know, it's funny. He just got a Build-A-Bear from like a resale shop, and he's
Yeah.
like, I need more Build-A-Bears.
I want to actually get
We
another.
got to get caught up with Katie here. She's got 8.
I got one. He's a football player.
Yeah, he's not around here.
No.
Yeah, but
What's
what's your favorite Build-A-Bear so far?
Oh my gosh. Obviously I was really excited to get Ahsoka.
Oh, Ahsoka, yes.
But I don't know.
Wait.
I love them all. My smallest one is the Ewok, and I'd say getting Chewbacca is exciting, especially because when you press his hand, it makes all the noises.
Yeah.
And that always cracks me up.
We love a little Chewbacca. I got the it's not Build-A-Bear, but I got the talking Chewbacca. It does like 50 sounds or something like that. And
No, but it only does not 50.
It does a lot. He snores and sleeps and laughs, and it's fun.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Okay, very cool. Again, where can people find your GoFundMe one more time?
You can find it either on my Facebook at where was that link? Of course I said it and then I scrolled down and missed it.
Sometimes it's hard. I know.
It's Delta.
Alrighty. My Facebook at Houston Jedi Temple. I'm on Twitter as Jedi Temple _Houston. And then my Instagram, Houston Temple 1660.
Nice, very good. Okay, now we've been doing this little segment. I just started this, Trent, so it's called we're doing like what happened when, kind of. And since this is episode 97, we're going to 1997, and this is perfect because Katie's right here, because 1997, all you need to talk about is the special editions came out in 1997.
What do you mean that's
okay, so I'm way older, like I'm old, man. So
you're not that old.
I was like, this is the first time we get to go into the theater and actually see it, and they got some new footage.
Yes.
And that was what happened in January, February, and March of 1997.
But wait, what was the first thing you waited for like a lot of hours, dude?
Oh, that was when the prequels came out. 1997, everybody went. It was fun. It was like fun getting like the family back. Bless you. It was fun getting the family back together almost, and like going to the theater. And so, like you were just describing earlier, Katie, it's like, hey, everybody went to see some Star Wars, got a little new footage, and it was just good to get back in there, you know?
But wait, you actually were you on a newspaper once, then, right?
I was, yes. But that was for.
But can you tell it to her, Katie?
I waited in line for like a long time for for all three, but like the first two, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, we got on the front page of the paper. So
Nice.
Revenge of the Sith, some other dudes camped overnight and they got their front page spotlight. It was like, no, the streak is ruined. But we were like, they were one group and then we were the second group, but they got, they were Revenge of the Sith. But it was fine. It's okay. I'm still not bitter. I'm fine. No.
But you're in history. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. So let's see what else happened in 97. Shadows of Empire was on paperback. So Shadows of Empire was a story that they told between Empire and Return of the Jedi. And so that came on paperback. That was huge. That came out in April. See what else might happen here. I mean, let's see here. Trying to look through. I'm looking at my Wikipedia here.
Your Wikipedia.
See if anything else happened.
On Wikipedia.
A lot of comics. There's a lot of comics. Oh, here's an interesting thing in 1997. This is kind of big. Netflix was founded in August of 1997.
It's been around that long? My goodness.
Well, and it's funny too, because you don't know this, but maybe Katie does. Like, Netflix used to just deliver DVDs in the mail to you.
I
Yes,
think
I
I did
remember that.
know that. I think I did know that in YouTube. I think I did.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad YouTube taught you that. That is great.
But I think
As an event
Yeah,
before your
that's-
time.
What's that?
I said as an event before his time.
right.
wait, I think
Here is
I don't know.
another fun fact. Filming for episode 1, The Phantom Menace, finishes in September of 1997. I was like, what?
what do you mean I finished?
I don't know. I might have to check that out. I
Wait,
don't. That
what?
seems like
That's a long
This-
time to edit a movie.
it's 2
Wait.
years. It's 2 years removed.
Wait, can I see? Read that again. Let me.
Oh, it says September 30th.
So sorry.
Filming for episode 1, The Phantom Menace, finishes. So that's 1997, and Phantom Menace didn't come out to 99. So I don't know. I might have to fact check that a little bit
Wait,
more.
97
You'll have to
to
let me know
99?
what's
That's like
That's like 2 years.
that's
Yeah,
2 years.
I know.
2 whole years.
I know. Okay, what else? Anything else? Oh, Master of Terrascasi, okay, is a PlayStation game. It's a fighting game that was released in October of 97. And here's a nerd fun fact. It's
Yes.
mentioned in Solo when she beats up the Pike. She's like, how did you learn the move? It's like, my master taught me. It's Terrascasi. And it's a reference to this video game. In the video game, you could be like a Gamorrean guard, Darth Vader. The Gamorrean guard can fart on you. I mean, these are things.
The good morning guard can fart on
Yes,
you.
you could be a sand person. Yeah, it's great.
So
great.
you basically do this.
It's like fighting game, like a fighting game.
This is what he does.
Oh boy, no, don't.
Yes.
don't.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
That was that's big. 97's big, man. There's a lot
Wait, so
going
yeah,
on here.
what was it? What was it then?
It was 1997 October.
Wait, it's 8-bit. It's 8-bit, right?
No, it's 16-bit. Yeah.
16?
I don't think there was
Oh,
a
here's
crazy
another big
year
one.
after that.
Yeah.
I played
yeah.
16-bit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Here's another big thing that happened in 97
What?
is the founding of the 501st Legion.
The 501st? What do you mean?
The daddy's costuming thing.
Oh.
The 501st. Like that, Albin Johnson, basically for the special editions is like first time he's dressed up as a stormtrooper.
You did?
Yep, he did it. He was the first dude to do it. And the 501st started.
Yes. I actually dressed up as a Jawa.
Yep, you do.
But I can't be in there for long because it's hot.
It's hot. It's
You need
hot.
to give me some fans. I've been asking you
All right,
that for
I'll
like
work. I'll
2
work on
million
that. All right,
years.
I'll work on it. So there you go. That was 1997. So cool. So
Wow.
cool. And I'm like, I'm so glad that like the special editions were so special to you, Katie, and that's kind of cool that it just worked out that way. Super
Yeah.
I
cool.
love how I love,
Some might say it was the Force.
I love how some, I love how the 16-bit game give the Gamorrean guard a farting ability.
Yeah.
Fart in your
Yeah.
face.
We'll look it on YouTube so you can laugh. So there you go.
And
All right.
fires.
Thanks again, Space
Yes.
Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel
Wait, can I
Princesses.
cover my
I'm trying to close this show out.
I'm trying to talk, bro.
What do you need? Tell me.
My prank was, but I couldn't do
Oh,
it
because it's April 1st. He was really trying to, trying to do April 1st yesterday with April Fool's Day. He's like, Dad, I got to come up with something. Like, I got nothing, bro. I got nothing. And what are you going to do?
I was about to fart in his pillow.
Part of my pillow. That's not really a prank.
Well, thank you. It is a prank.
Why does it have to do with bodily functions?
I don't know. I will
Oh,
fart in your
yeah.
pillow all
Okay.
the time.
All right. Can we close out the show now?
No.
All right. So where can people find us?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You can find us Big T Little T
T.
podcast
Yes.
on Instagram,
Yes.
BLLT podcast on
and
Twitter.
Twitter.
Where can they find us on Twitch?
They could find us at that. I don't know all of this.
All right,
Just
Big T Little T. And we're gonna be twitching Lego Star Wars. Like we're gonna be like, oh my gosh, we love it so
I know,
much.
but me and Dad are doing a Madden tournament. If
Uh-huh.
you don't know that,
Yeah, follow Big T, little T.
Yeah, you can start from the beginning, but sometimes it's a little weird that you fix up the like.
Oh, I
like,
fixed the sound. Yeah.
Not the sound, but like how when we film it, when I watched the first couple, it was weird. It was like
Okay, I'll look
glitchy.
into it.
That's fine.
All right. Hey, we got email. So Big T Little T podcast at
gmail.com.
there you go, and you can drop us a question. Hey, they can tell us what their favorite Jedi is, their favorite lightsaber, all that fun
They
stuff.
can ask us even a question.
Yeah, even a question.
They can.
And what will we do if we answer that question?
I don't.
We got stickers.
Yeah.
We could throw you some stickers. Swag. We like swag, so there you go.
We got some like holders, like drink.
Oh, coasters.
Coasters.
They're called a coaster. Yes. Hey, and we got bio.link/Big T Little T has all the information you need. So there you go.
Yes.
If you want to find all the hot links. It's been so fun getting to know you, Katie. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been awesome.
Thank you for having me. This is
Yes. It was so cool.
Yes.
Now how do we end this?
May the force be.
No, before that.
Truly wonderful.
Oh my gosh, you got to work on that. You got to work on that. Truly wonderful.
I said that.
Okay. And may the force be with you always. Bye.
Tell us when we're ready.
It's
Recording.
starting recording. It's recording. Fantastic. All right, good. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.